Good morning. Welcome to Lesson 186. The salvation of the world depends upon me. Here is the statement that will one day take all arrogance away from every mind. Here is the thought of true humility, which holds no function as your own, but that which has been given you. It offers your acceptance of a part assigned to you without insisting on another role. It does not judge your proper role. It but acknowledges the will of God is done on earth as well as heaven. It unites all wills on earth in heaven's plan to save the world, restoring it to heaven's peace. Let us not fight our function. We did not establish it. It is not our idea. The means are given us by which it will be perfectly accomplished. All that we are asked to do is accept our part in genuine humility and not deny with self-deceiving arrogance that we are worthy. What is given us to do, we have the strength to do. Our minds are suited perfectly to take the part assigned to us by one who knows us well. Today's idea may seem quite sobering until you see its meaning. All it says is that your Father still remembers you and offers you the perfect trust He holds in you who are His Son. It does not ask that you be different in any way from what you are. What could humility request but this? And what could arrogance deny but this? Today we will not shrink from our assignment on the specious grounds that modesty is outraged. It is pride that would deny the call for God Himself. All false humility we lay aside today, that we may listen to God's voice reveal to us what He would have us do. We do not doubt our adequacy for the function He will offer us. We will be certain only that He knows our strengths, our wisdom, and our holiness. And if He deems us worthy, so we are. It is but arrogance that judges otherwise. There is one way, and only one, to be released from the imprisonment your plan to prove the false is true has brought you. Accept the plan you did not make instead. Judge not your value to it. If God's voice assures you that salvation needs your part, and that the whole depends on you, be sure that it is so. The arrogant must cling to words, afraid to go beyond them to experience which might affront their stance. Yet are the humble free to hear the voice which tells them what they are and what to do. Arrogance makes an image of yourself that is not real. It is this image which quails and retreats in terror as the voice for God assures you that you have the strength, the wisdom, and the holiness to go beyond all images. You are not weak, as is the image of yourself. You are not ignorant and helpless. Sin cannot tarnish the truth in you. Misery cannot come near the holy home of God. All this the voice for God relates to you, and as He speaks, the image trembles and seeks to attack the threat it does not know, sensing its basis crumble. Let it go. Salvation of the world depends upon you, and not upon this little pile of dust. What can it tell the Holy Son of God? Why need He be concerned with it at all? And so we find our peace. We will accept the function God has given us, for all illusions rest upon the weird belief that we can make another for ourselves. Our self-made roles are shifting, and they seem to change from mourner to ecstatic bliss of love and loving. We can laugh or weep and greet the day with welcome or tears. Our very being seems to change as we experience 1,000 shifts in mood, and our emotions raise us high indeed, or dash us to the ground in hopelessness. Is this the Son of God? Could He create such instability and call it Son? He who is changeless shares His attributes with His creation. All the images her daughter appears to make have no effect on what she is. These images blow across her mind like a wind-swept leaf that forms a patterning on an instant, break apart to group again, and scamper off. Or like mirages seen above a desert, rising from the dust. These unsubstantial images will go and leave your mind unclouded and serene when you accept the function given you. The images you make give rise to but conflicting goals, impermanent and vague, uncertain and ambiguous. Who could be constant in her efforts or direct her energies and concentrated drive toward goals like these? The functions which the world esteems are so uncertain that they change 10 times an hour at their most secure. What hope of gain can rest on goals like this? In lovely contrast, certain as the sun's return each morning to dispel the night, your given function stands out clear and wholly unambiguous. There is no doubt of its validity. It comes from one who knows no error, and her voice is certain of its messages. They will not change nor be in conflict. All of them point to one goal, and one you can attain. Your plan may be impossible, but God's can never fail because she is its source. Do as God's voice directs, and if it asks a thing of you which seems impossible, remember who it is that asks and who would make denial. Then consider this: which is more likely to be right? The voice that speaks for the Creator of all things, she who knows all things exactly as they are, or a distorted image of yourself, confused, bewildered, inconsistent, and unsure of everything? Let not its voice, that unsure voice, direct you. Hear instead a certain voice, which tells you of a function given to you by your Creator, who remembers you and urges that you now remember her. Her gentle voice is calling from the known to the unknowing. She would comfort you, although she knows no sorrow. She would make a restitution, though she is complete, a gift to you, although she knows that you have everything already. She has thoughts which answer every need her daughter perceives, although she sees them not, for love must give, and what is given in her name takes on the form of most useful in a world of form. These are the forms which never can deceive, because they come from formlessness itself. Forgiveness is an earthly form of love, which as it is in heaven has no form. Yet what is needed here is given here as needed. In this form you can fulfill your function even here, although what love will mean to you when formlessness has been restored to you is greater still. Salvation of the world depends on who you can forgive. Salvation of the world depends on you who can forgive. Such is your function here. And let's sit with that teaching for a few moments. Salvation of the world depends on me. Forgiveness is the earthly form of God's love that we can share here. This is how we communicate. Salvation is in forgiveness. That's it. Not evangelizing, not preaching to others, forcing others, educating others. We only need to forgive others and to see the unity and connection to God in all beings. Salvation of the world depends on you who can forgive. Such is your function here. And let's sit for a moment with this wonderful power. Jesus encourages us not to rely on our own strength here, but to rely on that of the Creator, to let go of our own arrogance, where we believe we've got to muster up the strength to do this. We don't do this alone. We surrender to the will of God in our thoughts and actions. And that is the hardest thing we can ever do on this planet, after, for me, decades of conditioning to be at war with myself and others. To fight for what I believe in, to fight for what I need, to protect myself against others taking stuff from me. We are all trapped in this illusion except for this offering of the Holy Spirit where we can lay it aside instantly. So today, all false humility we lay aside. Allow God's voice to reveal to us what she would have us do. We cannot doubt our adequacy for the function she offers us. He, she, Father, Mother, God has deemed us worthy, and so it is only our own arrogance that judges us otherwise. Don't we long to be released from the imprisonment? Accept the plan we did not make instead. What a relief. Who can we forgive right now in this meditation? How about ourselves for being so unwilling, for being a wrinkled onion with a million resistant layers to peel off? Breathing in, we accept the function our Creator gives us. Breathing in, we accept it is the only way to know safety and worthiness and respect that is unchanging in this crazy world. And breathing in, we count upon our function to bring salvation to our own minds and the minds of others, and to give us the only true stability that endures beyond this body and the ever-changing instability of this world. Our connection to God gives us strength to navigate the difficulties we face here. Breathing in, the difficulties that we face cannot interfere with our sense of safety and worthiness that we know from taking up our function as a child of God. We are worthy because of what God says. God says we are worthy. So who are we to say otherwise? We let go of this arrogance. And coming back to this practice all day today, letting go of our fears, of our sense of unworthiness, and trusting in the strength of God instead. I am powerful because I can forgive. Forgiveness is how I show love here on earth. So let's take up that power. Let's take it up today. I look forward to seeing you in practice many times over the day and again tonight for our evening practice. Thank you for joining with me.